Alright guys, we're going to continue our examination of Reconstruction here with looking at some of the progress made in a devastating event for the country. Now Lincoln realized there were a lot of things that were going to need to change about the country in order to rebuild it. And one of the biggest things was to help African Americans, those 4 million newly freed slaves. So he establishes the Freedmen's Bureau, which was designed to help them after the war. The thought was to help them find jobs, because a lot of them didn't have a job anymore. A lot of it was to also help settle disputes between the angry white Southerners and these newly freed African Americans, who of course are looking for land and jobs, to set up schools to educate them, because of course it had been illegal to teach slaves to read and write, and also to set up a bank to loan them money so that they could eventually purchase their own lands and become farmers and successful members of society. They would also provide legal help in court cases and help locate some of their lost family members separated because of the issues of slavery. Unfortunately, though, things take a drastic turn 5 days after the war ended.
Sure to hit the mark in just about most things as well as shooting. All over you like apples, sass over roach pork.
Ah, that's my own girl.
Apologizing, old man.
Sic semper tyrannis!
Lincoln and his wife had gone to Ford's Theater to see a play, Our American Cousin. Helen Wilkes Booth enters the president's private box and shoots Lincoln in the back of the head, killing him. There were several people who were part of that conspiracy. 8 were eventually arrested. 4 were executed for their part in the conspiracy, with another 4 receiving life in prison. Now, Lincoln's funeral was a massive event attended by thousands of people throughout the country. There was a funeral train that was provided, and Lincoln laid in state in several locations on his way back to Springfield, Illinois. Thousands poured out, including a very young Teddy Roosevelt, to watch the president's funeral procession. After being placed in several different tombs there and moved until the final one was constructed, Lincoln was finally laid to rest in a massive mausoleum and placed in a marble sarcophagus about 10 feet below where the actual marker sits today. In that same tomb is buried his wife, Mary Todd Lincoln, his sons, Willie and Tad, as well as Edward, who had died in Springfield many years earlier, was moved into this new tomb. Robert Todd, his oldest son, is not buried there. His wife insisted that he be buried at Arlington National Cemetery in Washington, D.C. Thanks, guys, for paying attention. Hopefully we took good notes, and we'll see you tomorrow.